where we've performed jumps, then we've put the hurdles in a row, which many people have seen before, where we've done just different running and jumping activities. My favorite way to utilize the game speed hurdles is in W drill formation. So all you need is 5 hurdles, or you can actually extend it out further if you want, staying with the same pattern. But what you're going to have is 5 or more hurdles in the shape of a W, almost like a zigzag. And with this, you can perform a number of different drills, which we're going to show off right now. Brandon is going to show off just the forward and back pedal W drill. When he performs this though, I still want to see him be low, his center of gravity over his base of support, shorter, choppier steps as he decelerates, soft on the feet, and controlling that center of gravity, keeping it behind him when he goes forward, in front of himself when he goes back, to really show off great control. Now, when your athletes are coming backwards and then they're reversing direction again, what we want to make sure is that we're not seeing the classic false step. What that usually looks like sometimes is when the athlete comes back, then they take 2 or 3 steps and then run forward again. Sometimes we've seen a lot of D-backs or cornerbacks from football that actually utilize that, but what we've found here at the Parisi School is it costs you time. So to come back and just shuffle your feet but never go anywhere just absorbs time and nothing else. Brandon's going to show this off where when he comes back, he's going to switch right into a forward motion again. Bobby is going to show off a side shuffle version of this, where now Bobby's going to get low, moving around the hurdle. But when he moves around the hurdle, he's going to get on the weight on the inside leg and then sweep the foot forward around it. Excellent position and technique, again staying low, keeping the center of gravity closer to the base of support. Right now they're going to show off those 2 versions of the W drill. So right there, again, I stress enough, when you set up any kind of formation or pattern, you're still looking for the specific way that the drill needs to be performed. Right there, we saw quick feet, low center of gravity, shuffling, moving, staying balanced. This is what you want to see with your athletes, and make sure that you're getting the positions and the techniques that you want to see out on the field, so that, as I will say over and over again, not only are we getting better performance and the kids feeling better about themselves, but we're decreasing that chance for injury. This next use for the W drill with the game speed hurdles is one of my favorites, but it's also one of the more challenging ones for the motor programs with your athletes. This is a fantastic drill for, say, wide receivers or basketball players, any athletes that got to make some real revolutions out on the field or the court. Now, what we're going to perform here is 180-degree turns at each hurdle, and then Bobby's going to actually perform 360-degree turns. So when you're coaching this, as the athlete is passing through the hurdle, you're going to always tell them to focus on the inside shoulder. So as they're passing through, they're going to turn over that inside shoulder. For the 180-degree drill, they're going to start off facing this direction, turn, and now be facing that direction. Then when they come back through again, turn, and they're facing that direction again. For the 360-degree drill, as the athlete passes the cone, they're going to make a full revolution and move, so they're still always facing in the same direction. So for the 360, we're always facing the same way. 180, they're going to face opposite ways at each hurdle. So right now, Brandon's going to show off the 180s using the game speed hurdle, and Bobby's going to show off the 360. Nice. So great exercise there. Remember, you want to see the kids making those turns. You want to make sure that they're staying low, under control, light on their feet. But it's just another great motor program that your athletes can work on, because again, when they need to call on something like this, and if they don't have that in that motor toolbox or in their motor vocabulary, you're not going to see the performance you want. Working on all these skills, the ultimate goal is to eventually see some of these come out on the sports field and see those kids enjoy more success. The next formation we have here is the square formation, and I love using this drill not just for plyometrics, but you can also use it for running technique and acceleration and fast changes of direction. Now, depending on what you call out, you can make this a reactive drill. For instance, I'm going to call out 4 different jumps for Brandon, and then he's got to perform them and land back in the center. So we're going to do that right now. Brandon's going to go through it. So Brandon, we're going to go left, forward, back, right. Nice. Now right there, you can perform that over and over, have your whole team set up, everybody performing this, watching for technique. What I like to use though is you can also use that as a kind of a jump back start or an acceleration start too. So now we're gonna have Brandon facing that direction, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna call out a command, and then after that, Brandon, you're gonna sprint out forward. So we'll go left, right, sprint. Nice. So the square formation, I think, is a great way to now get the plyometric exercises that we showed earlier on this DVD to fit them all in, to start challenging the athletes' balance and coordination, but then you can also fit it into some running drills. So it keeps the kids more engaged, it's more fun, but again, an excellent tool for change of direction. This DVD wouldn't be complete if we didn't throw in some upper body exercises. So remember, the Game Speed hurdles, they're a tool, and they're a tool that you can get a lot of exercises across, and the upper body is another area that you can work. We're gonna show off 4 of our favorite exercises right now. Brandon's gonna first show off a spider crawl, where he's gonna pick up the inside arm and then pass the outside arm over, move through the hurdles, and then back again. That exercise is fantastic for upper body and shoulder stability as well as core control. From there, he is also then going to perform push-ups. So we can use this as a tool to perform regular push-ups, then spider crawl over again, push-ups, and then repeat. From there, Bobby's going to show off a couple of other challenging exercises where now he's going to kind of use the spider crawl, but he's going to move forward. So he's going to move forward and then back over the Game Speed hurdle, and then finally, he's going to throw in a plyometric push-up, which is very, very challenging. So here we go first with just the spider walks. Now he's going to go into 2 push-ups in between, then walk over, 2 push-ups, walking over. Good. Now, Bobby's going to just show it off just using 1 hurdle right now. He's going to first show the forward spider crawl off. Now right here, he's working his core. He's working his shoulder stabilizers. He's working everything there, staying very tight, strong. And this can be tough. You can use this for a number of different hand contacts, as many as you want. Challenge your kids with it. It's a lot of fun. But then to really get into it, now he's going to perform the plyometric push-up. Here, it takes tons of force for Bobby to be able to fire his hands up and over and